Hello Year 1 and welcome to your first lesson of the week. I am going to be teaching you literacy this week, and this week we are going to see if we can adapt the story of The Way Back Home by Oliver Jeffers. Now, the word adapt means that we are going to change some things in the story. So we are going to be authors this week, and we are going to look at our story one more time, and we're going to change some things up. We're going to adapt some bits and pieces in the story. So let me share my screen with you and we can find out exactly what our plan is for today. Today is Monday, the 8th of February 2021, and we're going to see today how do brilliant writers adapt, remember that means change, how do brilliant writers adapt the beginning of a familiar story? Now, the word familiar means that we know it really, really well because we've learnt this story lots and lots and lots, and we've been working on it for a few weeks now. So it's familiar to us, we're used to it. And today we're going to be making some changes to the beginning of the story. But to begin with, we'll do a warm-up and we're going to look at some spelling spotlights together. Then we're going to have a go at rereading the beginning of our story. Then we're going to adapt, we're going to change a character. And then we're going to have a go at writing some sentences to make the beginning of our adapted story. So let's have a little look at the things that you are going to need for today's lesson. So you're going to need your pencils, your notebook and paper, and we're going to need our imaginations today. That means we've got to be creative when we are changing a character in the story. And if you could find your whiteboard pens and your whiteboards for me, we're going to do a warm-up where we're going to be doing some spelling together. So if you need to stop the video now and go and get all the bits and pieces you need, pause it here and come back when you're ready. Okay, here we go then. We're going to warm up our brains this morning with some spelling spotlights. Now, our spelling spotlights mean that we've seen these words lots and lots and lots, so we can't spell them wrong now. So you might have seen them last week with Miss Sadler, maybe even the week before with Mrs. Elliott, or maybe even with me right back at the start when we looked at our story together. So we're going to do some reading to start with. My turn, then your turn. Are you ready? Space. And can you see the A make a cake? We've got our split sound there that makes the A. Well done. Let's have a go at this one. Moon. We've got our Pooh at the zoo, special friends. Well done. Petrol. The boy ran out of petrol when he got stuck on the moon. And that's why his plane spluttered, because it had no petrol left in the tank. And that's what the Martian fixed. Home. And can you see our next split sound? O. Phone, home. It's got two splits there. My turn, your turn. Martian. And we've got our capital letter there because it is his name. Marmite and raisin toast is absolutely nasty. That's how I remember the word Martian. Thanked. Good. Did you stick your tongue out for our special friends at the start? Let me try it again. Thanked. Good job. Well done. Next one. Plain. And again, we've got our A sound and it's split because we've got a naughty sound down at the bottom and we need to split it up with another letter. A. Make a cake. Next one. Earth. And just like Martian, Earth is a name, which means we've got to have a capital letter. It's the name of a planet. And the last one, cupboard. Brilliant. And that's a compound word. We've got cup and we've got board. And if we put them together, we get the compound word cupboard. Okay, are you ready? Because Miss Close is going to pick one of these spotlight words and we're going to have a go at spelling. So let's see. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a moment and I want to see your pens in the air, no cheating. So make sure that your lid is still on your pen and I can see it. Because the word we're going to try and spell is the word space. My turn, your turn. Space. Brilliant. Now let's just sound it out. S, p, a. Oh, tricky face. S. Remember, that's that k that makes the s sound. Okay, are you ready? We're going to have a go at writing the word space on our whiteboards. Let's go. Sound it out. S, p, a. S. Well done. Okay, I've got mine ready. Let's see if you can show me your spelling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Show me. Oh, now, I don't think mine looks the same as some of yours. Here's mine. Are you ready to have a little look at it? S, p, a, s. I've done something wrong there, haven't I? Can you see what Miss Close has done? I've got my sound s, p. I've even remembered my tricky split, but what have I done? I've used the letter S. And what should I have used? If I had my sound card in front of me, I can see here that the S sound, I should have used a curly K. Don't worry, I'm going to have a fix now. Let's see, if I replace it and I fix it, what do you guys think now? Have I got a thumbs up? Phew, okay, I think you beat the teacher on that one, so very, very well done. Okay, we're going to rub our boards out and we can put our whiteboards and our pens to one side now because we don't need them for a little bit. Now here comes the fun part. This is where our imagination is coming in today because we're going to see if we can adapt. Remember what I said adapt meant? It means change. We're going to see if we can change something in our familiar story. We've been reading The Way Back Home by Oliver Jeffers for weeks now, and now it's your turn to be the author. Now you can sit back and you can listen because Miss Close is going to read you the first part of our story, the beginning of our story. But look what I've done. Look what I've changed as I read it to you. Are you ready? Once there was a dog. And one day, as he was putting his things back in the cupboard, he found a plane. He didn't remember leaving it there, but he thought he'd take it out for a go right away. The plane lifted off the ground and up into the sky, higher and higher and higher. Suddenly the plane spluttered. It had ran out of petrol. Now the dog was stuck on the moon. What was he to do? So hang on a minute. I have adapted a part of our story. Can you see what I've changed? I've changed the character of the boy. I have not got a boy in my story anymore. I've got a dog. And I have changed the boy into a dog and replaced him. And I've kept the same story. I've kept the same beginning. I've got my dog who finds a plane. He goes up into the sky and runs out of petrol. And he becomes stuck on the moon. And I've got my 4 pictures there to show it, haven't I? Finding the plane, going up into the sky, the petrol spluttering because it's ran out, and the dog being stuck on the moon. So, year 1, are you ready to use your imagination? Because on your whiteboards, I want you now to draw your new character. So I would like you to draw your new character, finding the plane in the cupboard. Then draw your new character going up into the sky. Draw your new character having a bit of a problem running out of petrol. And then draw your new character stuck on the moon. Now, I would like you to pause the video here whilst you draw your 4 pictures, and I can't wait to see what your new character is. Pause the video now and get creative. Use that imagination and come up with your brand new character. Okay, welcome back. I hope you've now got your 4 pictures that look a little bit like mine. You might have chosen a dog as your character too. You might have chosen something else. I can't wait to see what you've done. And hopefully now you've got 4 little drawings on your whiteboard. You've got a drawing of your character finding the plane, going up into the sky, having a problem with the petrol, and being stuck on the moon. Because now we're going to see if we can write 4 sentences. So that's a sentence for each of the pictures that you've drawn. Now, let's have a little think back of how amazing we have been over the last few weeks of literacy. You know how to write a sentence with a capital letter and a full stop, just like this. The dog found a plane. Oh, look, plane was one of our spotlight spelling words as well. So that could be your first sentence. Or are you going to show off a little bit? Are you going to remember that we learned about adjectives a few weeks ago and we could add some of those into our sentence? The fluffy dog found a red plane. Can you see the words in purple? They're adjectives and I've described what the dog and the plane look like. That could be your first sentence. Or are you going to show off even more and give me more information by using the word and? Have a look at this one. The fluffy dog went to the cupboard and found a red plane. I've told you what the dog looks like and where he was, and I've told you what he's found. So I've really showed off in that sentence and used adjectives and a conjunction, the word and. So here comes your challenge today, Year 1. With those 4 little drawings that you've done on your whiteboard for me, you're now going to write 4 sentences. Now, if you want the green challenge, you're going to have a go at writing 4 sentences with your new character in, and you're going to see if you can use your capital letters and your full stops. If you want to go at the yellow challenge, you're still writing 4 sentences with your new character in, but you're going to add adjectives. So you're going to see if you can describe in some of your sentences. And if you're going to have a go at the red challenge, that means you're going to have a go at adding more. You're going to use the word and into your sentences. So you're still writing 4 sentences, but they're going to be bigger. You're going to extend them. And can you use adjectives as well? So have a little look. We're all going to be writing 4 sentences today, but are you going to remember your capital letters and full stops? Are you going to challenge yourself to add some adjectives? And are you going to challenge yourself to write and in some of your sentences? So if you want the green challenge, I would like you to pause the video here. And I've left some spotlight words that might help you with your sentences. So you've got to have a go at writing 4 sentences, 1 for each picture, with your new character in. And I've left you some words there in case they're handy for your sentence. So if you're going to do your 4 sentences now on the green challenge, pause the video here. If you're going to see if you can add some adjectives in, you're still writing about your 4 pictures with that new character, but I've added some words that might help you here, like shiny, spluttered, cloudy, chalky. Maybe the moon's a chalky moon. So you're going to see if you can add some adjectives into your 4 sentences. So stop the video here if you're going to have a go at using adjectives. And if you're going to challenge yourself, I have given you some clues as to how you could plan your sentence. So if we have a look at the first picture together, I've got cupboard and plane. So I need to write a sentence about the cupboard and the plane. So I could say something like, the dog was in the cupboard and he found a shiny red plane. So I've given you a clue of what your top sentence could be and your next sentence with the word and in the middle. The plane lifted off the ground and went high into the sky. So really try and make sure that you're extending your sentences and you're not just making a list when you use the word and. So I've left you some clues there to help you build your sentence. So if you're going to have a go at writing 4 sentences with the word and in, stop the video now and have your best go. Okay, well done year 1. You have now completed 4 sentences, which means we're coming towards the end of our lesson. And you have written the beginning of our adapted story. Because you haven't written about the boy, you've written about your new character, which all the teachers are going to be able to see if you upload your work onto Tapestry. We'll find out what your new character is. So just before we go, I want us to just do some checking. We're going to have our checklist and we're going to see if you included all of these things on our list. So we're going to check for our capital letters. We're going to check for our spellings, some adjectives and full stops. So here was my sentence that I used right at the end where the dog is stuck on the moon. The scared dog was stuck on the chalky moon and it began to get dark. So let's have a little look. Did I use a capital letter? Yes, I did. At the start of my sentence, I used the capital letter. Can you check your sentences? Did you use a capital letter at the start of every sentence? If you need to fix them now. Okay, let's check my spelling. Now I know that moon was one of our spotlight spellings at the start of the lesson. Did I spell moon with my poo at the zoo right? Yes, I did. Have a little check back. Have you spelt some of the words that you know you've seen before? Have you spelt them right? And let's have a little look. I wanted to challenge myself by using some adjectives. Can you see how I've described the dog as being scared? Wow, okay. Did you add some adjectives into yours? Have a little check through. And if you went a little bit further and did that red task, I've used the word and. So you can see my sentence, the scared dog was stuck on the chalky moon. I could have finished it there, but I extended it and it began to get dark. So if you try to use the word and, did you give me more information? Have a little check. And this one is for everybody. Did you finish every sentence with a full stop? I hope you did. If you need to check that you've got full stops at the end of every sentence, have a little look now. Brilliant job. Well done, everybody. And we've come to the end of our lesson. So today you have adapted, which means you've changed the beginning of our story. So you've had a go at changing the character, and tomorrow we're going to see if we can change the middle part of our story, and you'll find out what part we are going to adapt tomorrow. So well done today, writers. You should be feeling really proud of yourself, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow to make some more changes. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.